Hello students, welcome to Nagesh Karasgi Orchid School channel. I am Miss Nehal Mane teaching you maths for grade 6. In the previous class we have studied about the divisibility rules. We have studied the divisibility rules for different numbers like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Different numbers have different divisibility rules, and we have also solved few examples from exercise 3.2. We have also solved examples from 3.2. I hope you all have practiced the divisibility rules at home. In this class we are going to see few more examples to find the divisibility rules of different numbers. Okay, so let us see that. See here, using divisibility test, determine which of the following numbers are divisible by 11. Which of the following numbers are divisible by 11. Okay, so as we have seen, we have to take the odd places. We have to take the odd places. So from right we have taken odd places, and these are the even places. These are the even places. So we have to first add odd places and then even places, and then find the difference, and then tell whether the number is divisible by 11 or no. Okay, so let us see. From right we have taken these numbers, odd places, 5 plus 4. 5 plus 4 is 9. Okay, and the even places are 4 plus 5 is again 9. Now we have to find the difference of odd places and even places. That is 9 minus 9. 9 minus 9 we get 0. We get 0. So according to the rule, if we are getting 0 after difference, then we can tell the number is divisible by 11. The number is divisible by 11. Okay. So we'll see the next example. Now it's a 5-digit number. Here we have to take the odd places from the right. So 4, 8 and 1 are the odd places. So 4 plus 8 plus 1 becomes 13. 4 plus 8 plus 1 is 13. Now we will take the odd places, that is 2 plus 0 is 2. 2 plus 0 is 2. Now we have to find the difference of odd and even. So 13 minus 2 becomes 11. Becomes 11. Whether 11 is divisible by 11? Yes, 11 is divisible by 11. So the number is divisible by 11. So the number is divisible by 11. Now let us see the next number. We will take odd places from right side, that is 5, 9, 3 and then 7. Okay, so 5 plus 9 plus 3 plus 7, we got 24. We got 24. Okay, so now we will take the even places, 6, 8 and 1. 6, 8 and 1. So 6 plus 8 plus 1, we got 15. We got 15. See, now we have to find the difference. 24 minus 15 becomes 9. 24 minus 15 is 9. Whether 9 is divisible by 11? No, 9 is not divisible by 11. So the number is not divisible by 11. The number is not divisible by 11. Let us see the next one. Again it's a very big number, it's a large number. So take its odd places. Those are 8, 3, 6 and 0. Okay, odd places from right, first, third, fifth and then 7th. Okay, so 8 plus 3 plus 6 plus 0, we got 17. We got 17. Okay, now next we will take the even places, that is 0, 9, 1 and 7. Those are second, fourth, sixth and 8th place. So when we add it, 0 plus 9 plus 1 plus 7, we get 17. We get 17. Now find the difference. 17 minus 17 is 0. So according to the rule, if the difference is 0 or 11, the number is divisible by 11. As we got the difference 0, so the number is divisible by 11. The number is divisible by 11. Let us take next. Now see here, we will take from right odd places, first, third, fifth and 7th. Okay, so 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, what we got? 1. We got the sum is 1. Now we will take even places, that is second, fourth, 6th and 8th. So 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1, we got 1. We got 1. So at even places, at odd places we got 1, as well at even places also we got 1. The difference is 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. So if we got the answer, the difference is 0. So the number is divisible by 11. The number is divisible by 11. Okay. Let us see the last one. Take the odd places from right, first place, third place and then fifth place. 3 plus 1 plus 0, we got 4. We got 4. Now we will take at odd places, even places, 5 plus 1 plus 9, that is second, fourth and sixth place. So 5 plus 1 plus 9, we got 15. We got 15. So again we have to do odd minus even. So the number is small here, so we can do as 15 minus 4. So when we find the difference 15 minus 4, we got the answer 11. We got the answer 11. So if we got the answer 11, 11 is divisible by 11. So the number is divisible by 11. The number is divisible by 11. So this was the example. By using the divisibility test, we have determined the following numbers were divisible by 11 or no. If we are getting the difference as 0 or 11, we can say that the number is divisible by 11. Next question. Write the smallest digit and the greatest digit. Write the smallest digit and the greatest digit in the blank space of each of the following numbers, so that the number formed is divisible by 3. So that the number formed is divisible by 3. See, a number is given -6724. Now we have to place a number here so that the number should be multiplied by 3, should be divisible by 3. Okay, so let us see that. To find the divisibility by 3, we have to first find out the sum. We have to first find out the sum. If the sum is divisible by 3, then the number is divisible by 3. But we have to place a number here. First we have to place the smallest digit and then we are going to place the greatest digit. But after placing it, the number should be divisible by 3. Okay, so let us see first the addition, the sum of this given number. Okay, so the sum of the given digit is 6 plus 7 plus 2 plus 4 is 19. It's 19. Now students, we have to add a number here. Suppose first we will take the smallest digit. Okay, which is the smallest digit? 1. Suppose if we add 1, 19 plus 1. Okay, if we take the number 1 here and if we add 19 plus 1, we get 20. We get 20. Tell me whether 20 is divisible by 3? No, 20 is not divisible by 3. So, we have to find such a number so that the number should be divisible by 3. So, if we place 1 in this blank space, we are not getting the answer. If we are not getting the number, it is divisible by 3. So, we can take the other number. We can take 2. Okay, so we can take 2. So 6 plus 7 plus 2 plus 4 is 19 and 19 plus 2 is 21. Okay, so 21, whether it is divisible by 3? Yes, 21 is divisible by 3. So on adding 2 in 19, if we add 2 in 19, that is 2 plus 19, we get 21 and 21 is divisible by 3. So the smallest number we have find out, that is 2. That is 2. So if we add 2 in 19, we get 21. It is divisible by 3. It is divisible by 3. Now we are going to find out the greatest digit which can be kept in this blank space. Okay, as we have find out, the addition is 19. So what is the greatest digit number so that if we add is divisible by 3? Tell me which can be the greatest number. Okay, first of all, the greatest number, one digit number, we will take it as 9. If we add 19 plus 9, we get 28. We get 28. So it's not divisible by 3. So it's not divisible by 3. So we will take the other greatest digit, that is 8. If we add 8 in 19, if we add 8 in 19, we get 27. We get 27, which is divisible by 3. Which is divisible by 3. So the smallest digit is 2 and the greatest digit is 8. If we placed in this blank space, we get the addition in such a way that the numbers are divisible by 3. The numbers are divisible by 3. Okay, let us see the next one. See here, the next question was 4, 6, 5 and dash 2. Okay, we have the number this one and here it's the blank space. We have to again find the smallest number as well as the greatest number which can perfectly fit in this, and the number should be divisible by 3. Okay, so let us see the sum of these numbers first. The sum of the given digits, 4 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 2, we get 24. Whether 24 is divisible by 3? Yes, if 24 is divisible by 3, so is there any number that can be added here? We need to add 1, 2? No, because we are getting already 24 and we have to find the smallest number. We want the smallest number in this blank space. So what can be added here? Yes, we can add 0. So if we add 0 here, we get 24, which is divisible by 3. So on adding 0 to 24, we get 24, which is divisible by 3. Therefore the number formed by the smallest digit is this one. In the blank space we have kept here 0. Now we have to find the greatest number. Okay, on adding 9 in 24, we get 33. The greatest one digit number is 9. Okay, if we add 9 to 24, we get 33. So which is divisible by 3? Which is divisible by 3? So therefore the number formed by greatest, when we keep 9 in its blank space and we get the addition of 33, the number is divisible by 3. So the smallest, the number which we have added in the blank space is 0 and the greatest number we have added in the blank space is 9. When did the sum and got the answer as 24 and 33 which are divisible by 3, So these were the examples to find the smallest as well as greatest numbers. We have to put in the blank space to find out whether the given numbers are divisible by 3 or no. Okay. Let us see the next one. See here, write a digit in the blank space of each of the following number so that the number formed is divisible by 11. So the number formed is divisible by 11. As we know that we have to put again a number which should be divisible by 11. See here, odd places from right side, first, third and fifth. Okay, first, third and fifth. So let us add it. 9 plus 3 plus 2. We got 14. Okay, now we will take the even places from right. 8 we don't have here, so we have to not take anything right now, and then 9. Okay, so these are the second, fourth and sixth places. So let us add this 8 plus 9, we get 17. So let us subtract this. The difference is 17 minus 14 is 3. So the question is, what number can be added here so that the number is divisible by 11? So the number is divisible by 11. So the number is 8. Why? Because 3 plus 11 is 3 plus 8 is equal to 11. 3 plus 8 is equal to 11. Why we have added 8? Because we have to find such a number that should be divisible by 11, and if we add 8 we are getting as 11, and then if we are getting the difference as 11, the number is divisible by 11. So in the blank space we have to add 8 so that after sum at odd places and the sum at even places and finding that difference we get 11 which is divisible by 11. So the number is divisible by 11. Okay, so the number it is formed is 9,28,389. Okay, let us see the next one. Okay, now we have completed the sums from exercise 3.3. You can practice all the sums in your classwork as well as rough book, and you can also solve the sums which are given in your textbooks as try these sums. Now we are going to start a new concept, that is common factors and multiples. See here, first we are going to see about common factors. Factors that are common to two or more numbers are called common factors of those given numbers. For example, let us take the number 78. The factors of 78 given in this table are 2, 3 and 13. Okay, So in this way a number can have more factors. Number can have 2 or more factors. For example, these are the factors of 13, these are the factors of 17, these are the factors of 19, 3, 5, 7. In this way the factors are there. Let us see this in detail by solving an example. We will solve an example and understand more about factors. Now see, we have to find the factors. Factors of 6. The factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3 and 6. Okay. Now we will find the factors of 18. Factors of 18 are 1, 2, 3, 6, 9 and 18. Now we will find the factors of 30. Factors of 30 are 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15 and 30. Now we have find the factors for 3 different numbers. Those are 6, 18 and 30. 6, 18 and 30. Now we can find that which are the common factors of 3 numbers. Okay, so 1 is the common in both, in all these 3 numbers. 2 is also the common one, 3 is also the common one and 6 is also the common one. Okay, so these many common factors are there. Now as you can tell, the common factors of 6, 18 and 30 are 1, 2, 3 and 6. 1, 2, 3 and 6. Now by this can you tell which is the highest common factor? Which is the highest common factor of these numbers? Yes, the highest common factor is 6. The highest common factor is 6. So a method in which we get the common factors in such a way is called as common factors. Such factors are called as common factors. Okay, these are the common factors. Let us see common multiples. Now we are going to find the multiples. See here, multiples of 3. What are the multiples of 3? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30 and so on and so as on. Now we will find the multiples of 4. Multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36 and 40. So as on. Now we have find out the different multiples. First we have find out the multiples of 3 and then we have find out the multiples of 4. Now we have to find the common multiples. Whatever we have written the multiples here, which are the common among these? The common multiples are 12 and 24. The common multiples are 12 and 24. So multiples that are common to 2 or more numbers are called as common multiples. Multiples that are common to 2 or more numbers are called as common multiples of those given numbers. Now we have find out the multiples of 3 and 4 and then we have find out the common multiples. By this we can also find the LCM. It means the least common multiple. By seeing this you can tell that, let us see the common multiples. What are the common multiples we have find out here? The common multiples are 12 and 24, right? Now we have to find the LCM. So what will be the LCM here? Least common multiple. Among these 12 and 24, which is the least one? Yes, it's 12. Okay? In this way we find out the common multiples. Let us see the next one now. One more example we will take here. Multiples of 2. Multiples of 2 are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 and 20, as so on. Multiples of 8. What are the multiples of 8? 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, as so on. Okay. Now, among these, which are the common multiples? First, the common multiple is 8. Then, the common multiple is 16. First, the common multiple is 8. Then, it is 16. We have only two common multiples of 2 and 8. Those are 8 and 16. Such multiples are called as common multiples. Such multiples are called as common multiples. Okay. Let us see few more examples. Now we have to find the common multiples of 3, 6 and 9. 3, 6 and 9. See here, multiples of 3 we will write first. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36. Okay, as we have written the multiples of 3 a little longer, now we will write the multiples of 6. Multiples of 6 are 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. Okay, so these are the multiples of 6. Now we will write the multiples of 9. Multiples of 9 are 9, 18, 27, 36 and so on. So whatever the multiples are written on the board, we have to find the common multiples of 3, 6 and 9. So common multiples of 3, 6 and 9 are 18, as we have 18 in 3 multiples. In multiples of 3, 6 and 9 we have 18 as common, and then we have 36 as common. So the common multiples of 3, 6 and 9 are 18 and 36. 18 and 36. If we go on adding, if we go on writing the multiples of 3 here, if we add multiples of 6 here and if we add multiples of 9 here, then we may get more multiples also. We may get more common multiples also. Okay. So let us see a few important points here. Some more divisibility rules. If a number is divisible by another number, then it is divisible by each of factors of that number. Each of factors of that number. If a number is divisible by another number, both numbers are divisible by another number, then the number by each of its factors is divisible by that number. So means if we get the factors divisible by each of the factors. If a number is divisible by two co-prime numbers, then it is divisible by their product. If a number is divisible by two co-prime number, we have a co-prime number, we are going to see those in detail. If the two co-prime numbers are there, then it is divisible by their product. Means if after multiplying it is divisible by their product. Whatever the answer we are getting after multiplication, the number is divisible by their product. For example, 30 is divisible by 15. See, factors of 15 are 1, 3, 5 and 15. Okay, what are the factors of 15? 1, 3, 5 and 15. So 30 is divisible by 1, 3, 5 and 15. 30 is divisible by 1, 3, 5 and 15. Why? Because 30 is divisible by 15. And what are the factors of 15? These are the factors of 15. So these factors are also divisible by 30 is also divisible by these factors. 30 is also divisible by these factors. We'll see in detail about this. We'll see in detail about this in our next class by solving examples from common factors, common multiples. Till that time you practice the common multiples and common factors. Thank you, students.